Those who do not know, this is a joguri, and this is a part of what would more commonly be known as a hanbok.
I just didn't get the memo. I look really out of place right now.
I think I'm the one who looks a little bit more out of place.
Okay, fair enough.
But let's see which team will find their place here on Abyss as we have Fnatic kicking things off on this attacking side.
Yeah, this should be really interesting. I mean, a lot to kind of read into the way DRX likes to play this. Buzz once again on top of that box at B, the same as we saw in the pistol round against Crew. And this time around, though, they've got Foxy9 to try to cover this angle. A jiggle peek and Buzz gets the first kill.
Buzz able to find that first. Blood Chronicle going to be taken down. He's looking for the second, but we'll just go ahead and tailwind away. Unable to nail the shots there. Durka still at full HP. Suppress here for the moment, and does actually get a tag there. Buzz going to be down to 70.
Right, but because of this Yoru, he can take a lot of extra space. Bane challenging, got Durka down to 45.
Poster able to find one. Bane now going to be eliminated straight out here. The Sova's gone, but Plant still not coming in. The Spike still needing to cross the gaps. Coming through now from Boaster. Passed over. He'll tuck back. Plant handed over here towards Durka. Paranoia crashing across. Able to get the connection there onto the Yoru, but they cannot try to capitalize. No, Buzz does. Managing to find him. Second kill here for the Jet. For now, the man advantage in the hands of DRX.
Nanoswarm just landed. Delaying a little bit.
Delays a bit. Can't start the hold to half here as Buzz eating a little bit more damage. It's Fnatic just going to be trying to buy as much time as they possibly can. Still going to be dumped. The hold coming through. Foxy9 body blocking. There's the grab. Well, pulling Mako off. They still have not gotten this one. Up to half. The poke and prod. Hero going to be good to take down the enemy. Omen flashback just trying to stay tucked away as Buzz tries to keep them in this one. But Hero with a 4K will go ahead and scoop up the pistol round win.
Yeah, and you're already seeing some of the ideas that the desk was talking about with this composition, that it's going to be very post-plant heavy on this attacker's side. They have lineups for the nanos. They have that grab well in the back pocket. Boaster able to get out before he takes too much damage there early. Going to be so crucial in these post-plants. You have so much ability with the smokes, with the grab wells, with the Nova pulses to make DRX's life a nightmare. And the whole time I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, DRX has got to try to push past this pillar towards spawn to start clearing players out of Fnatic, because it's going to be near impossible to get this defuse with the setup that Fnatic can bring.
And really heavy purchases here from Fnatic. Still going to have two pistols, but Sheriff and Ghost, plenty of firepower still there alongside these three Vandals. As DRX have gambled on A, and that is not where they are. That is not where Fnatic are at.
Lost that gamble, but you know what? That's A-okay. And here for the side of Fnatic, you know, Boaster and Hero can do a lot of the heavy lifting in this round. Since they've just got the pistols, those you can afford to throw over, so you can have a full rifle buy into the bonus. Plant going to come down. Very similar scenes, and now let's see what exactly DRX wants to do. Most likely trying to find ways to die without giving orbs over to Fnatic.
Yeah, especially once they realize what kind of firepower is there. Maybe one person get taken down here. And then look to try to tuck back as Hero looking to scale up into mid. Says, well, I don't just have a Ghost, so if I can go backstab and get even closer to this Viper's pit, then that's going to be all right with me. He's being watched here for the moment, and now they will note him. Quick little swing out. They're going to look for the challenge. The swoop forward, and Buzz able to find that one. Grabs the Ghost here. Chance maybe to do a bit more damage, but he himself still tagged down to 40. As the Spike will get ready to detonate. So it's just going to be a full 5-man sacrifice here on the side of DRX, and Fnatic move up 2-0.
Yeah. So pretty standard eco round there. Everything going about as you'd expect. Now for Fnatic, should be able to buy up for a couple players. Plenty of cash saved over there.
Quite a bit.
Ooh, and an op.
And yeah.
Early op.
Currently here in the hands of Boaster. Curious to see how long he keeps on to that. But Buzz is going to go for a glass cannon.
And this is really crucial to DRX's defender side on this map, is getting Buzz that op early and being able to lock down a lot of different parts of the map. Whether it be B, whether it be mid, he's really, really been good in those moments. He's done a great job of holding angles, knowing when he has to back off, taking fights when he can, catching his opponents a bit off guard. But now that Fnatic's had a bit more time to take a look at some of the tape from DRX, how are they going to be ready? Last time around, they let this angle go unchecked from Buzz. No util to clear it. Let's see if there's going to be a different... Yep, they're going to use the drone and a flash. Very nicely done.
Yeah, right into the face. Doesn't have that updraft available either, so can't just try to reposition up into have a jiggle peek there from Bane. Going to be punished. Is supposed to find the shot. Foxy9 at the same time, able to find Hero. And Buzz on the peek out. Ooh, will take down Boaster. But now, Durka answering back, keeping some parity here between the numbers. CP's forward. Plant now coming in. Critically allowing For that kill to come through means that trap wire not going to find value. Couple shots in, Buzz going to be good for a second. Guess it's now just Chronicle and Alfier, who's since picked up that operator to try to hold things down.
Oh, nice.
Fragment in and Alpha able to find one, and already this is dicey here for the side of DRX. Mako does manage to find Chronicle, but now they know that the op is in play. The flick shot not going to connect, but somehow Alpha is able to tuck back. Gets himself out to safety. Buzz just holding the hard angle. The peek in. Buzz up over the top, making sure he can't get legged. We'll find a third kill, and that will be DRX getting on the board, but they do lose out on 3 players.
Yeah, still though, critically, you're finding some really good moments here for DRX to step up and take players down. Buzz getting Boaster after that first op shot reveals his position is a really nice pickup because you eliminate a whole bunch of really difficult parts of this composition that Fnatic is bringing. You're taking the Astra down, you're taking that op down, making them have to switch it over to another player. A little bit of frustration already from the Fnatic coaching staff. This is the first time they're debuting this map ever and seeing what they have cooked up.
Yeah, I mean, I think minor frustrations are okay, because A, first time you're debuting the map, as you said, but you also are so close to being able to get that bonus conversion, which will give you such a fantastic snowball effect. That being said, though, Durka does have the ult ready to go. Going to be suppressed here for the time being, so they know what side of the map he's on, so if the dimensional drift comes into play.
One thing I also really like about this comp for Fnatic versus the way DRX likes to play this map is that it gives you a lot of ability to control space in mid with the Astra and the Viper, potentially. You can really make DRX's ability to sort of get those free picks through mid that they have been really good at nailing. You can see Buzz right now. He's currently watching it with the op. Alpha's over there as well. Flashback going to be using that Cypher cam to keep his eyes onto B, but you have that extra layer of control there for Fnatic to gain a little bit of extra mid space. Something that has given teams that have played DRX on this map a lot of discomfort. And I'm really curious now. Flashback was absolutely nuts on this map against Crew. Is he going to be able to dial up another crazy performance? Buzz getting aggro.
Stomping across the site here, going to be met with that flash, and that's going to be the tailwind burn. But now Durka does find himself in this site. Spike plant coming through. Ultimately burning that potential ult charge, but now the mask will come on. Buzz trying to play elusively, drops down, just continuing to watch this wider angle. As it's a big wraparound over towards Heaven here. Up in the tower, rather. Here for Durka, head going to be spotted out. Seeing the pop flash, the turn from it, the decoy going to be sent. Not cleared, but Mako dead. Can make things a little bit more complicated, but Bane's able to find 2. Lineup's now starting to come in as Buzz is able to hold that defuse down to half, but he eats quite a bit of damage now, down to 58. Pop flash from Foxy9, swing onto the corner. Albier going to be good for it. Buzz right back in onto the spike. Can they get there in time? There's the setup on the star. The gravel coming through. He cannot scope in. The turret is set up, and Buzz is going to have to back away.
Oh, can't quite hit that shot. Does get one parting gift in Alfier, and will die to the spike, but you can see that so much of this round, and so much of these rounds for Fnatic on this attacker side are going to be about having Boaster alive. If he can be alive, he makes it nearly impossible. Him and Alpha together can delay. This is that old post-plant meta that we saw back in the day all over again. And you still have very similar tools to work with. You even have the snake bite as well from Hero. So DRX needs to, I think, start being a little bit more aware that the way they played retakes against Crew, where they could just kind of flood retake, sort of use their abilities with the KO and other things to clear space, the Omen Paranoia, aren't going to be as effective here. You're going to have to find ways to get into Fnatic's back line to disrupt them.
We'll leave Durka at the moment watching in case Buzz was going to be going for a smoggy play.
Better safe than sorry.
Yep. Covering all the angles, but as we can see, Buzz posted up here in mid, reinforced by Mako. It's a little bit further behind, but widely, these knives, that's the big punch, the only real punch that DRX have aside from a singular Sheriff in the hands of Flashback. And losing that operator due to the spike in the previous round, certainly hurting DRX's odds here.
No doubt about it. Buzz now starting to push through. You do have the turret to check. Buzz can hear it. They're going to use a dart to clear a little bit of space. Fnatic now starting to make their way towards B. Just Foxy9 there currently.
Oh, there's the watch, but Buzz still going to be good for 2 before getting taken down. A very solid value found. It's continuing to do some damage. At least stop the snowball of the economy here. As push up into the smoke. Foxy9 unplugged by it, pushes out, gets a smattering of damage across on the Durka. Cannot find that kill. Boaster now watching a quick peek of the shoulder there from Bane, who has to back away.
I love the way they're
Mako
using this Yoru.
Slinking in from behind. Recovers that weapon, is able to find one. Gives them a fighting chance. As Dirk going to be taken down. Flashback with a headshot, putting that Sheriff to good use. Now Alpha all on his lonesome. You can find the 2 kills. That'll be locked down for the next round as Bane caught unawares. Set up here. Double Nanos on top, but the headshot comes through. Nanos don't mean a damn. Flashback will get them over the finish line. His second kill of the round, second round win for DRX. As they go ahead and pick up a thrifty.
Yeah, and this is the patience that you need to see from DRX to get into the backlines, to start disrupting Fnatic. You can't let them get into comfortable post plants. You have to be coming at them from multiple angles. You have to be taking out a couple of those deep, near global utilities that you have available in this comp. So, very good job here for DRX. And are they going to be able to take the lessons they learned from this eco and build upon that into the future rounds? But overall, I really like the way Fnatic's especially really trying to feed Durka, right? Yep. They're getting him a ton of orbs. He's always the one planting. They've got the lineup for the TP right to the back site. That's another thing DRX might want to consider checking.
I mean, but going into this one, Durka does have that Phantom in hand. He's one away from having that next dimensional drift online. If there was ever a setup to be able to try to get yourself a back-to-back thrifty win, this would be it for Fnatic, because they have that lockdown. They're one away from that dimensional drift as well as the Viper's Pit. Buzz, though, going to look to try to deny them the opportunity, but first up shot going to be going wide. He gets tagged down to 88. Recon up over the top, the spot of the leg. Able to find Hero. Buzz on the repeat, taking down Chronicle. But he's just stuck here in the smoke, and Durka, it's easy enough for him to collect. As soon as that suppression is gone, he can just go ahead, slap the mask on face. Pushing forward, though, Foxy and Bane, 2-man firing squad. Able to find one apiece here before Bane gets taken down. The flash is gorgeous in the back of the site, and that is going to be the swing through to go ahead and bring us to parity, tied up 3-3.
Yeah, nice job here by DRX. Cutting off Fnatic at the point of attack. Never really letting anything snowball out of control there. Dealing with Durka's ult very nicely, but now you've got the lockdown and the Viper's Pit to consider. You do have the Hunter's Fury to counter the lockdown, though. And Buzz there, all the util in the world dumped at him. Great flash here from Foxy9, has help from above from Mako. Good double swing. And the fans, the hometown fans, liking what they see so far for DRX. Now let's see.
They need something to cheer for after the opening series.
I mean, it was still very close. There was still a lot to cheer for, just didn't end probably the way they wanted.
Well, now, lockdown still available. That pit at the ready. But Null Command, Neural Theft, Hunter's Fury, plenty of util available here to the side of DRX to try to gain the lead for themselves.
Yeah, and they've got all the kind of tic-tac-toe counters to what Fnatic wants to do.
Yeah.
You have the Hunter's Fury, you have the Neural Theft in case they Viper's Pit. You know, who knows? With the Null Command, that can be used in a lot of great situations. You get a good read on where the attack's going to be. Oh, Mako.
The timing from Mako. Catching Hero unawares. The assault here on the A side still going to be coming through. Cam able to get the ping out, though, onto one. Boaster just trying to hightail it out. As flashback now, Neural Theft going to be in play as he pushes up into the Cyber Cage. The reveal getting ready to come in. Spam across. Not too much going to be found there onto Alpha here, but he's able to dodge out that shock dart. And now Fnatic are in such a rough position. Turret still available to him, I do believe. So that would note this position, but Buzz doesn't push far enough forward. Now he says, guys, I've got the spike.
This is just what this mid control that DRX likes to establish on this map does to you. It makes it so difficult to go anywhere. You have to fight tooth and nail to get into these sites sometimes. This is going to be one of those rounds, and certainly looking like it's going to be a save at this point for Fnatic.
Yep, I'll just have to stay set back.
And all it takes is those little plays, like Mako did here. A lot of times it's been players like Bane and Buzz doing a great job controlling mid, sometimes Foxy9 as well. Mako now using that Omen ability to get in there and take a player down very nicely. So things looking pretty rock solid for DRX. And yeah, Fnatic's going to take a timeout. Yeah. Now you're starting to get a pretty good read here as DRX. I love the middle aggression in particular. That's something that has to be addressed by Fnatic in this time.
Let's see what the call looks like, but I think overall a decent time here for the side of Fnatic. The streak, the run back.
Bane has hit some nasty shots in Pacific on this map, so things you have to watch out for is how good they are at holding those angles and how disciplined they are at using counter utility. A lot of times they'll send out the recon dart early to kind of establish control. And this time around, a knife to try to check. Fnatic does end up backpedaling, but once again, Buzz this time pushed up
Yeah,
A
different
little bit
angle.
further forward, yep.
But the drone still will clear.
Should be
Get
cleared
it
by...
fast enough clear. Yep, okay. Foxy has to go for the re-peek to be able to get it. Gate crash now, working its way forward. The first shot not going to connect. It's just trying to see if he can suss it out. Knife to go ahead and clear out that TP. He's not falling for the bait here on the fake out. Couple shots flying through. Durka crouched, able to avoid that damage. But for now, the null command widely just keeping them locked in position, but Fnatic looking to play this patiently.
That's great there. Buzz able to take out that TP from Durka. That's been a real pain point for DRX early on in this map. Here comes that Cosmic Divide right across the B site.
Paranoia going to be sent out here, going to be forced back. Foxy9 going to be taken down low, tries to survive here. It looks like for the time being will. Buzz gets set up on the angle. Final tag, getting a connection there. Zelfier knocked down to 45, and for now, things going to be stagnant as somehow Foxy coming away with that kill. Gets that a limb. Alfia able to trade one back as Mako will fall, but Durka and Alpha, they're widely just stuck in place. All 4 remaining members of DRX, they are here, and Buzz is not missing his shots right now.
Durka seemingly just gonna have to go for a save once again. Not enough time at this point to get to the other side of the map.
10 seconds left.
The idea behind that Cosmic Divide is to cut off all the angles from the link, from heaven, for DRX to be able to cover it. The problem is Foxy9 and Buzz are already ahead of it. You know, Buzz is holding that angle now. They've decided to kind of change up some of the protocols, some of the ideas that Buzz has with that op to make sure he's going to cover jump, to make sure that it's going to be a lot more difficult for Fnatic to get over there carefully, to make sure that TP is cleared. So some really nice adjustments of their own during that timeout from DRX.
Now, the lead a bit more firm here in their grasp, 5-3. And timeout not working a treat, but still, the arsenal might be weaker here for the side of Fnatic, but they still do have those ultimates to try to work off. All it takes is one crucial opening, one pick, and a round can absolutely spiral out of control.
Slow start. Some smoke sent down mid from both squads. Fnatic has that Viper Orb on the top ledge, making it a little bit difficult, potentially, for DRX. I'm already seeing a ping towards the vent, just having to maybe be cognizant of it. I think that camera that flashback should cover that angle. And now Bane even siding on back, but no contact found, and the weak buy, Fnatic trying to find a way to get back into a site, to get that spike down, and to get back into the comfort of this comp.
Slow going. 3 players hovering in this position. 0 point going to be going out, and that catches onto 4, denying the drone as well. Smoke from Mako to come through, and this is going to force a reroute here from the side of Fnatic. Mid still being watched by Bane, but he loses out the fight. Alfia able to find an opening there. But Mako answering back in kind, finds one, suspects the forward player, and is able to take down Boaster. Swings back around. Hero widely just stuck in behind the poison orb. Smoke on the main, but the re-hit here onto the B site about to come through, but Foxy and Buzz, they have lingered. They're still here to try to fight back. Swing onto the corner, and Buzz is so damn ready for it.
10 seconds left.
And Chronicle now, just the time is not going to be there. The spike is going to be stranded, and Hero is still just trapped, pinned over in mid. No opportunity for the backstab. That lead grows now by 3. DRX continuing to look excellent here on Abyss.
Yeah, really sturdy stuff. Fnatic started to punch back a little bit, starting to try to fight for that mid control. They do get the opening pick, but Mako, steady as always, steps up to the plate, takes down 2. That's clean there on Alpha. A little less clean on Boaster, but that's okay. Gets the job done. Buzz, it's been such a huge boon for this DRX squad that he has stepped up with the op.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's always been good, but this year it is starting to be great.
Not sure what happened, but maybe Buzz just spending an immense amount of time in AIM Labs, hanging out with Jimmy Lin, learning how to op. But it's been incredible from him.
Man knows when he can fight his angles.
That he does. Once again, though, slow going here from the side of Fnatic, and it just seems like that confidence to just go for a fast-pacey hit has not been there because DRX have been pushing it back against them so very well. But now, speed about to get ramped up a bit. Lockdown going to come into play. It's like widely waiting see what the response looks like here on the opposite side. They know there's no Hunter's Fury to try to clear this out. Ultimately, DRX just going to have to give that space up.
And this is going to be tough for DRX now.
Oh, the ping reveal and flashback, able to strike, finds that kill, and Bane was covering fire, takes down Hero, lingering his way into back sight. The cleanup is swift, but Alpier punching back a bit. Finds one, tap onto the plant, Chronicle, hunting for that elimination, but Bane shuts down those hopes and dreams, and Alpha once again is going to be the last man standing, and he's completely and utterly surrounded. Bane with a big round. 3 kills for him. DRX now 7-3.
I was very wrong. It was not tough for DRX at all. They completely stymied this hit. I mean, flashback there finds that ping.
It was that camp.
Yep. That cam. Huge for him. And I thought DRX was going to have to play post-plant there because looking at the map, they were pretty well off from that position, but flashback just finds that moment to strike. I mean, I think that's something that DRX has really started to do well, is just keep them from getting that plant down. As basic as that sounds, that is a huge win condition for DRX on this defender side. And they have really started to snowball 7 or 6 in a row? 6 in a row.
Shock trying to clear out some of this util, but widely everything being missed here so far. Just watching that drone. Dart at the ready, sent, push forward. There's the ping reveal. Catching on the 2, flashback does get taken down though. Durka able to find one, Bane dropping out of that B tower, finds one before falling. Now, for the first time in a long time, the man advantage is there. Pop flash going to be sent, looking for the interrupt. Foxy eventually able to stabilize that aim to take down Chronicle, but Alpha is able to trade him back out, and now it's Buzz all on his lonesome. The mask goes on, the Dimensional Drift on the hunt, trying to spot out Buzz's position. Eventually, we'll just TP back over into A main here. Buzz not wanting to look like a fool. Dashes forward. Op still in hand. A shot ringing out. Hearing Alpha in above him. Knows now that it's clear. But where are the others? Seeking target. Swinging forward, making a bit of noise here. Has to be suspicious still about tower, maybe even the wraparound from behind. Pushes up left side and cannot find the shot. Durka with 45 HP will survive. It's going to be another MasterCard thrifty here for Fnatic to get a 4th round win. Now we go into the last round of the half.
Finally, some stability for Fnatic. They're able to fight nicely on the way into the B site. Alpier just stepping through some deep utility with that nano. Flush flashback out. Able to cover Heaven as well. Really nicely done. Good adjustments. Finally, another round win for Fnatic as they try to follow through. See if they can make this 7-5. DRX, once again with that op, over towards the B side.
Double stack op. It's Foxy picking up one as well.
Foxy's going too, you're right.
Yeah, so double op set up for that B site.
Oh, goodness.
Likely does have a backup rifle just in case things get a little bit hairy, but ultimately, the defenders here on this A side just want to try to drive those players over to that B hit. Make them fall for it, make them fall into that trap. From there, it does come down to them connecting their shots.
Yeah, exactly. But so far, Fnatic is really doing a good job of not kind of falling for any of DRX's trickery until now.
Paco is on such a deep push forward.
That timing is so
Hunter's
good.
Fury opened up. Chronicle on the hunt, finding Foxy9, looking for a little bit more. Won't be able to get it. But Mako very much implanted here in this forward spot, but he's got to be on a swivel as there's Hero swinging around, and this time he gets the better of him. The timing on his side. 2-man advantage here for the side of Fnatic is once again they're going to start working their way in towards A, and flashback has to be the one to try to hold the line. Couple shots coming through, just looking for that grab combo into the Nano Swarm. Unable to find it. Tap of the plant, not for the hold. Forward position though, and Bane is not ready for that, but flashback answering. Finds 2. Buzz trying to scope in, cannot find it, and would have to be an ace clutch now for flashback to get them this 8-4 score line. The push forward, Hero with the short, it will put him down. Fnatic managed to get themselves up to 5 as we swap sides.
Yeah, really good discipline for Fnatic towards the end of this, especially with these mid re-clears. Reading Mako's lurk. Saw that in the tape. I think he did it against Crew, but hard to say for sure.
Hard to say indeed, but hard to say who's going to be coming out on top of this one. We'll find out when we come back from the break.
or if Fnatic is going to be sturdy on their defense with this comp. A lot to consider for the side of DRX because of this comp. There's a lot of smokes, a lot of ways that you can get trapped in corners, at choke points, trying to get through towards the site. So I think, again, mid control going to be relatively important for DRX throughout. And they are already somewhat considering the same. Gonna take a peek. There is a turret out there, gets cleared.
Here.
Being just able to get rid of that recon here, not allowing for the ping to go through. Widely no information given over here, just a bit of noise being made in mid. As Fnatic realizing, okay, we've given up a lot of space. This flank could be coming through. Start to rotate around. And they would be right as the push gets ready to come in.
It's just, are they going to have enough forces to stop this?
Oh my God. Well, snappy headshot from Boaster and Chronicle with a two-piece. Finds Foxy and Flashback. Bane now going to be taken down as this looks to be a flawless, unless Mako has something to say about it. A couple players worked low, plenty of footsteps being made. Finds the headshot. Oh, falls for the fake out.
30 seconds
Not going to get punished yet as he jumps across over onto the rope. Drops down, rides back up. The swing now coming through. Nearly ends up falling down after losing some of that momentum, but it's snappy with a follow-up. Pulls back away, concussed you for the moment. Mako putting up a solid effort, but ultimately is still in such a rough position. Can even make it in time. He's going to go ahead and go for the sprint. Rushing through. Chronicle there to intercept. Cannot stop him on the drop down, but can certainly swing in. He's going to try to go for the knife. No. Push up into the smoke and will be able to deny the plant. Crucially, that money not there for DRX.
Yeah, this is really nice here for Fnatic. Just a good read and even better shooting to stop DRX in their tracks. You know, again, DRX is overcommitting a few extra players, but the shots are just too good from Boaster and Chronicle. Chronicle watching over Boaster's shoulder and just nails a couple nasty shots. Chronicle just able to get there in time as well. And Foxy9 always positive in terms of his spirits, no matter what's going on in the score lines.
Even with an injury.
I know. He's just unflappable in terms of his just happy.
Cheeriness.
Yeah, his cheeriness, his energy. Such a nice kid. And now DRX. On an eco, all classics, nobody buying up to anything. Just couldn't even get that plant down. Guardian, Bulldog, Vandal for Durka. Similar to what we saw from Fnatic in their previous anti-eco, except a few buy downs compared to the last one. DRX doesn't like what they see. Just gonna immediately hightail it over, leaving Flashback behind as that lurking player. Let's see if they can break through Boaster on the A side.
Boaster alone here for now. Grab the orb. Fast track towards this Hunter's Fury here from Bane. 3 charges thus far. Flash on the corner at the ready as Chronicle now gets himself situated up in tower. And looks like we're going to be playing a little bit of back and forth there. Pendulum swinging. Don't like what they see on the A side. And let's go back over to B. Flashback. He's pushed in decently deep.
I think he got
Could
spotted.
catch somebody off guard, maybe.
I'm pretty sure he got spotted there on the cross.
They're at least wary about it. If nothing else, Fnatic have been very good about identifying what space they've given up, but Flashback nearly finding 2 with a classic in hand. Snake might now going to be going through. Bud's going to be taken down. Durka able to find that. 3 players left standing. As DRX just look to try to see if they can do any real damage here. Flash going to be sent out, swing onto the corner. Durka eventually able to find his mark, but Bane does put down a hero. Any more deaths from here, and that would be costly for the side of Fnatic, but so far they will be able to hold on to their weapons. The ones that matter. And as the defuse comes in, they will tie us up at 7-7.
Still very, very clean with those classics. Or DRX. Flashback, he's been nuts with them.
Yeah.
He's absolutely cracked with that gun. And that's unusual to say, but he hit, what, 3 headshots in a row or something like that there? It was absolutely disgusting. But already DRX with a timeout. Pretty interesting. Already Termy seeing something he doesn't like or something that they need to be aware of.
Good, honest living.
It is. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, now we go into the rifle v rifle. Timeout call from DRX. Let's see what the game plan looks like. For now, is your point going to be sent out? Nothing noted there. 3 players set up, though, on this A site.
Already that deep cam middle from Flashback gives them a ton of info to work with across this map. Gives them a little bit more comfort to try to lurk. Maybe set up for a crunch through the vents. Try to come in through the other direction. There is that turret there from Alpha towards B-Link. Shock Dart there, trying to clear, not connecting, trying to clear that KJ util. That might have been part of what Termi was talking about. Sending some info over to Bane, identifying where he was noticing some of that utility may have been placed that they could try to clear early to give them a little bit more flexibility.
Flashback though, quite far forwards, ready to break this door. Chronicle taking a peek at it here for a brief little moment. Decides to tuck back. I'm worried about that really deep push coming through. Paranoia going to be sent across. Chronicle able to dodge that. A little bit of spam. Certainly alerting and letting them know that he is in this position. Boaster in the meantime stuck here in this nebula. Decides to swing out, puts a little bit of damage down, but ultimately will end up falling. This Buzz fishing here at backside, spamming into that smoke here. Just trying to see what he can get. So far though, it's just going to be a spike plant coming through from DRX. 5 members here in the post plant.
Something really simple there from Mako. Paranoia into a smoke to set up the hit here for DRX to clear out the tower.
I have no tower control though. Retaking from this position is going to prove to be a bit difficult, especially as Buzz does that. Turns back, Foxy does still fall. Hero able to find that elimination. Double setup though in towers. Bane could end up dying. He does. Alpha, a quick peek in, but then shut down. Flashback coming over with the kill. The double push off the weapon scoop up there from Hero. It looks like the call to just save these 2 rifles has been made. DRX are going to be regaining the lead.
Oh, this is just a really well thought out round from start to finish for DRX. Unchallenged in mid, allows Flashback to push up into the vent, clear in there, and as soon as they're ready to make their hit, there's a Paranoia smoke that covers Flashback to move into the Tower of A, take control of that space, set them up for that first kill, and then they're able to lock down. Yeah, there's a few trades from Fnatic. They try to fight back, but the layers there for DRX, too much for Fnatic to get through in the long run.
Ultimately, though, able to carry 2 weapons over.
Sure.
They killed 2, and that's the bonus. They lose the lead, but there's still an opportunity for Fnatic to fight back and bring us back to a tied-up scoreline. 2 Bulldogs going to be in play, but I've seen plenty of teams put those to good use.
Oh, you just caught 2 there. You caught Durka and Chronicle off that knife from Foxy9. So now you're going to maybe want to try to test this defensive setup with the Viper and the KJ, but Durka, of course, is a Yoru. He can very quickly get around the map if needed. So DRX taking their time on this. Dart cleared. Trying to see if they can find that pick, find that extra layer to get in towards the site, but Fnatic not giving them any opportunities. Now it's going to be just a spread of the map again.
Yeah, calls being made. I mean, Poster in a far forward position here at main. Kind of needs to win out this fight. And as Noise gets caught, and okay, he's able to back away. Gets himself out to safety, and then Mako seemingly going to make the call. Like, okay, actually, let's go B instead.
Chronicle's already used all of his info gathering utility, so now Boaster needs to use his body to go do that to make sure.
Shock Dart, not going to find the bounce there on the Bane. Chronicle just trying to use that last bit that he had until that recon comes back up to try to get a punish there.
Oh, Bane
onto
here.
the droning Sova, but there's the entry coming through. Buzz up over the top, absolutely dead to rights. Alpier was grinding him into a paste.
But critically, Bane was able to keep enough players distracted over on the A side, give them a little bit of extra room to get through, but man advantage for Fnatic on this retake. Are they going to be able to clear past DRX's defense?
Still have a fragment, a Shock Dart here to try to set up for the post plant, but you don't have that, you know, that Viper, that vulnerability to try to set up for the kills as easily.
Not ready. Cover going out.
Smoke coming through, and oh, Mako hitting the headshot, swings up into the smoke, fires off a couple shots, spots out Durka, finds him as well, swings back in, Hero able to dodge out those bullets. But now, 3 members standing, Hero, 1 more pulse will take him down. Flashback Bane just trying to buy some time, and Flashback will be able to do just that. Spots out the last player, knows that he's low, cannot win the fight. But Fnatic cannot get the defuse. Chronicle will be left alive with 10 HP, and DRX will move up by 2.
This rookie has been brilliant this year. That is such good awareness, such good shooting. Mako, what else can you say? That is ridiculously good reactions. Mako's Mako, though. He's a known quantity. He has been incredible for years. But Flashback, this new player for DRX, has been instrumental on Abyss time and time again for DRX.
I mean, I believe it was Sideshow that said it, that if anybody was going to overtake Karon as Rookie of the Year, you would have to win Champions. Flashback, that's exactly what he wants to do.
Oh, he's certainly looking good so far. He's definitely a contender, no doubt about it.
I mean, on the opposite side of the stage, though, we should also mention Hero, who in just a very short period of time has also proven himself to be
phenomenal, absolutely incredible,
and very, very much qualified to step into Leo's shoes here. As for now, gummed up on the approach. Well, shots to the box as they try to assess where they want to go for the plan here. Nebula's going to be coming through. It looks like they want to try to use this against Fnatic to be able to safely get that spike planted. They do so. Buzz with the Outlaw still playing forward. Takes a couple shots, goes for the swing, and Alfie able to put him down. Once again, man advantage going to be there. And Outlaw can be scooped up for them as Foxy having to tuck back, nearly getting picked off. Ping gets the reveal. The grab well to try to pull him forward. And Poster on the hunt. Shock Dart will find him, however, as it's going to be a trade out. As Bane also gets Durka. The fuse out, going to be held, covering fire. Alfier shuts it down. The fuse held to half. The dueling Hunter's Fury is coming through, and Bane loses out on the fight. Now flashback on his lonesome. Gets a blind shot, but cannot do anything more. Spike will be defused. Hero will be shut down on that push up. The Fnatic with 2 players surviving once again get within touching distance of DRX.
And you're seeing the fearsomeness of this Fnatic comp when they have time, when they have comfort to set up all this util. First of all, I love Alpha's early nano swarm there to buy himself some time when he gets paranoid on top of the box, to give his team a little bit more ability to make some quick rotations. But then you have so much ability to make Foxy9 so miserable behind the jump. The snake bite into the grab well, into a shock dart. I mean, just absolutely annoying to deal with, and they convert. They get the kill off the util.
Oh, Durka. There's the jiggle peek. Now they know the operative's going to be there, and this orb take is not going to be punished. So now he's got that dimensional drift online and immediately TP's away. Buzz going to be noted. They know that there's 2 players here, and he just wants to try to disguise maybe that Vandal as much as possible. But as he draws it out, they'll see it in the silhouette.
And once again, DRX starting to line up. Flashback has taken a lot of space, but weak on the weaponry this time. Can watch his back, can wait for the rest of the team, but they're pinging it out. Fnatic knows they've given this space up, and knows that it is decently likely that Flashback has taken advantage of it.
Yeah, ping's coming down, though, also from the side of DRX. Wary that there could be somebody just on the opposite side of this very flimsy door.
This is going to be tough. Buzz with that Hero Vandal.
He's looking for the entry, the dash forward. First op shot going to be going wide. Chronicle able to find it. There's the ping reveal, and Durka ends up getting flushed out, but Poster finding one, but Buzz finding a second. Mako at the same time gets rid of Chronicle. Op is going to be scooped up. Buzz says thank you very much. Lockdown available for Alpha here. Does he send it, though, in a 2v3, knowing that weapons are recovered? Looks like the answer is going to be yes. Opts to go for it. The fragment isn't in play. You know, there's nothing to really clear this one out unless Buzz gets on a deep enough line. But now Buzz is out into the open. He's got nowhere to go but down into the depths. Snake bottom to one side. The smoke. A bit of a question mark there. As Alpha going for the defuse. Mako waiting patiently. Here's the retap. Knows that it's up to half. Swings back in and cannot make it happen. Narrow margins. But Fnatic will tie us up.
I mean, Buzz is also really, really good on his entries as usual. Knocking a couple down, but an even better retake here from Fnatic. Able to use that lockdown to great success. Buzz there working that angle against Durka so nicely. Ready for the follow-up. Huge shots from Mako. Not sure what happened with that smoke. Just a little bit too quick on the trigger with it, maybe. Panicked a little bit.
Either way, I mean, that felt like that was a must-win round for the side of Fnatic, given the commitment with that lockdown. So are able to find that win. They've got 3 ultimates to try to counteract the 4 that are available on the side of DRX. And Op is back in hand here for Durka.
Well, now you have a ton of ults for DRX. Have that null command. You have the neural theft. You can find an opening. You might be able to take advantage of it. Now Durka with that op. Going to try to challenge that catwalk that has been given up to Flashback a couple times already. Been a bit of a pain point, so need to find a different way to adjust to it. I like this change-up from Fnatic. Making sure that that extra angle is going to be that much more difficult for DRX to create. And they're just making sure that this space is clear. I mean, we've already seen a couple times where Fnatic players have pressure towards this orb, whether it be Durko, whether it be Boaster.
Oh, TP up here in the tower.
Well, that's a different way to get in there.
Mako, as Paranoid's going to go across, won't connect on anybody, but he gets a smoke out, but flashback taken down. Alpha here finding that punish here in mid. Knew that he was going to be going for it no matter what. The patience pays off. Fnatic once again, man advantage. Quick drift across from Bane, spotting out Chronicle's positions. The null command now going to be coming through from Foxy9. Shocked out a little bit too deep. Damage not going to be found. Hero looking to pressure around the back. Another smoke going to be sent. Mako turning his sights back in. Catches a glimpse, but cannot catch the shot. He gets eliminated as this dimensional drift leads the charge. Bane now in such a poor position. Completely and utterly surrounded. Doesn't know which way to look. And that is going to be a flawless as Fnatic will gain the lead.
Phenomenal retake here from the side of Fnatic. Able to give up that space to DRX willingly. I like the idea there from Mako to TP into Vent. Try to create that extra angle, but Fnatic just says, that's fine, we'll give it up. We have the dimensional drift. We can use that. Plus they cut down flashback as well. So that extra layer of lurking not available at all. And he just leads the charge and Alpha's just watching, just saying, one here, okay, bang, next, go. I've got it. Really nicely dialed up there from Fnatic.
This is going to be DRX back over onto an eco. Still not going to be seeing that second timeout call. Termi wanting to hold that perhaps for the next buy round. Neural Theft Blades online. Boaster just playing forward, more than happy to eat that null command as he puts, or that 0 point I should say, as Mako gets put down to 49 health. Buzz needing to be crispy here on the entry. Up and over the top, the ping reveal coming through, but just tags up Boaster a bit. Looking for that limb, but now runs out of blades. Just a classic in hand. The side is DRX's, but can they hold it is the question.
What a util combo to try to set Buzz up. It almost works.
Quick peek out. Durka going to be rerouted here. Buzz continuing the jiggle peek, but there's a double wraparound coming through in mid at the moment that he's going to have to try to greet at the door. The push forward. Shot rings out. The blind connecting, and Durka finds his man. Bane going to be taking down Foxy9. Snappy with that first headshot, the second as well. But here comes the drop down. Here comes the flood. Mako trying to hold the line. The quick TP. The trap getting this done. Shots ringing through as they poke and prod. Out of the wall, the time is dwindling, and my God, DRX pull off a MasterCard thrifty of their own when they need it the most.
What a game! What shooting from Mako and Foxy9. I thought this had Fnatic written all over it. You don't get that Blade Storm to connect from Buzz. And it just looks like maybe your win condition got taken out from underneath you. Bane flashed up the heck from Durka's utility, dead to rights. And then Foxy9 finds two huge ones. Mako comes in with three. DRX ties it up.
And this was like when you get a birthday card and it looks really nice, and then you open it and there's just an expletive in there. That's what that round felt like if you were cheering for Fnatic, because it seemed like they had it on lock.
It was like my birthday when my mom
Go on.
put a case of my own CDs in a Nintendo 64 box to bait me into thinking it was a Nintendo 64. I'm not even kidding. That really happened. Thanks, Mom.
That's great.
It was, in retrospect, pretty darn funny. My friends helped sell it, too.
It's one of
They
those
were
things
all
that
in
just,
on
it really hurts when you're a child.
Yeah, when I was young, I was pretty upset about it, but now it's kind of funny.
I mean, but no, who gets an N64 at the age of 45?
What the F? Come on, man.
Well, anyway, crucial round. Let's focus up here. 10-10 on the scoreline.
Dang, man.
This B site completely stacked with defensive utility. I think I've broken him. Hunter's Fury, though, Neural Theft still available here for DRX. Pit online, sent. Hero able to get that one through. Recon not going to be pinging out a damn thing as he just sat here at back sight. Alfier on the jump up, and Foxy, snappy still. Finds that headshot. Jordy in hand, Buzz able to find one. The push forward, Hero able to tank down the enemy KO, but the site now broken open. Chronicle dead, as Boaster now will have to just go ahead and try to save this weapon.
Man, oh man. I mean, that looked like it was going to be difficult. Hero got that pit down just before the 0 point arrives. Whip pulls out the shorty, but then DRX just floods into it. No hesitation to make sure he's cleared out. Flashback on that lurk, able to cut down Chronicle as he's coming in towards the site. Really nice stuff from DRX. And they are going to take a lead in what has been a tremendous start once again to another great series between these two teams.
I mean, that's the thing. The DRX gaining the lead. It does feel like they really need this win here on Abyss.
Oh, yes.
Given that Lotus is coming up next.
Oh, God, yes.
But because that Lotus is coming up next, if DRX do it on Abyss, then I am so ready for a potential 3-mapper. But this all starts with that snappy headshot from Foxy, just getting the punish here onto Alpha.
Absolutely disgusting. He has come online in the last couple of rounds. And he Bane's doing the KO.
They're having fun with it.
Oh, I love it. Bane, you know, also one of those hype guys for DRX, always keeping the spirits up. A lot of ults again. Kind of the trio here. Durka gonna get spotted and peace out. You got the Hunter's Fury, Neural Theft and no command. So DRX can take their time, really try to figure out how they want to work the map. This is looking like another A setup, so what's going to be their ideas behind this execute this time? Typically, they've been waiting for some ability to take tower, but the real question is how do they get that done? Flashback is watching for a deep lurk, expecting something with those weaker buy from Fnatic to be a little off.
Getting a bit of deja vu, though.
Yep.
A site hit coming through. Lower purchase, but didn't have Durka getting timing like that on the bingo card for the round. Boaster going to be spotted out. Bane scaling forward, taking some space, going up over the top, spots the gun barrel onto one, swings in, finds Boaster. It's Chronicle, the shot going right above Mako's head.
Spike planted.
A couple strands of hair cut off perhaps, but kill not found. Is it what? Albion, he failed to jump? Trying to wrap around at back sight. At least that's what all I have to assume.
That's my best guess.
Hero silent on the drop down. 20 HP though remaining here for him. As Mako staying quiet within the smoke.
Poison orb emitting.
Hope not doing much for him. That's on the opposite side of the map. There's a swing out from Mako. Chronicle, just a marshal in hand. Hearing the rope, hearing these footsteps. Mako wanting that elimination. Foxy going to be tagged down low, cannot find it, and Chronicle will scoop up a weapon, but he's not going to be able to get away from this one. DRX will move up 12 to 10. Map point in their hands.
Just so clean on the entry here. An immediate kill, and then
Let's take a look back at this one.
I want to see this. Bane, so good, checking that angle. Durka there, playing anti-flash. And instead, it's just Bane just...
Oh, he just literally backpedaled.
Just backpedaled off.
I thought he had messed up the jump, but I mean, but the thing is, that's why we saw, and at least he has an all right smile at the end, but that's why we saw Durka get timing, because Mako and Buzz catch aplenty. Say, hey, let's try that double op thing, but this time on the attack. And the lack of the operator has been something that has been hindering Buzz a little bit. He's had a couple of rounds, but he started off this half 14-4.
He got 2 ops again.
Yep. I just said that. We might need to get your hearing checked.
No, I know, but I mean, I'm just trying to understand it with Mako picking it up.
And Mako used to be a Jet player.
That's true.
Once upon a time.
He did. This is very unorthodox for DRX.
Oh, ooh. Jiggle peek punish not going to be found there. Hero able to get away with his life. This Buzz just going to be slowly backing away. Maybe a drone to come through here from Bane, staying in a forward position. Try to continue to bait further rotations towards this B site. Now everybody else from DRX gets ready to stack up on A.
They're playing very safe. I mean, I think they're trying to
Yep.
hope that somebody will walk out.
There's
and
the bait smoke.
Yep.
Drone to try to check. Tuck back from Foxy. Nothing spotted over at A main. Do they pull the trigger here on the full rotate? Looks like Fnatic starting to move out. TP from Durka, but now, okay, a sense here. Nothing else came in on the back of the drone.
Yep.
This hit taking a bit too much time. Durka now in position to try to find value with that operator. Up and over the top here goes Buzz. The flash, however, connects, and Buzz is able to collect. Boaster dead. No idea where Buzz is at as he's right up in their faces. The ping reveal off the Neural Theft, spotting them all, and Buzz says, ooh, an operator. Scoops it up off the ground and immediately puts Chronicle 6 feet under. Looks for the follow-up flick. Cannot make it happen. Still, though, on the hunt, DRX 2 kills away from closing out this opening map. As the shot gonna go wide, a bit too much movement there as Hero now pushing forward. Flashback taken down, and lockdown is in play. Fragment gonna be sent to try and delay. Hunter's Fury is available, but they're actually not sending it, and that might be something that they end up regretting. The Hunter's Fury now open to try to stop any potential planter, and Hero will get taken down, but it's already held a half, and he's just nowhere nearby. Alphayear's got it, he just stole it away from them all. The 4K as well to boot, and DRX had everything in their hands, and they have let it go.
And all it took was one missed shot from Buzz. He knows he can hold that angle because there's no flashes. And he's got them dead to rights as soon as they come around that corner. There's not a great angle for Alpha to use the lockdown from the back of sight until he pushes forward. And then it's just marching orders here, and I think just DRX gets really lost and confused. I think they fully expected that that round was done and dusted, and oh man, that's a heartbreaker, but you gotta give credit where credit's due. Once Fnatic was given that slight opportunity, they completely took control of that round.
They did, and that's the thing that you cannot do against this lobby leader here. 25, 15, and 7. It's been all over this game, and a big reason why it is as close as it is. And maybe the reason that Fnatic end up taking this into overtime. We'll see, though, as we go into this. 0 point this time, not going to be noting anything. Question is, does that relax DRX about this site? Or does it really concern them? Recon goes out, so they know the Chronicles here as well as the drone. Nothing being cleared on that front as there's the swing out, full flash connecting on the Durka, but Foxy seeing more than enough. Backs away. Shock dart towards the corner, but Buzz just out of range of it. Able to stay alive. Smoke has to come through.
They've gotten a decent amount of utility out of DRX, though, for that exchange. However, Chronicle now sent everything he had just to take that extra space. The thing is DRX being pretty quick to rotate over to B. If they can just kind of dial up a good execute here, they could pretty decisively end this round, but Bane gonna lead the way with the drone. Smoke goes out to cover heaven. Push coming through, Buzz up and in.
Sees that Nano, wants to avoid it. Dashes over to the side, Hero playing forward here, Guardian in hand, spots out one, finds the kill, Bane gonna be taken down, but Buzz deep, cleans up 2. Hero and Alphayear both gonna be taken out, the knives now gonna be popped just in case he needs a backup. And Buzz gonna be playing on a deeper angle. Everybody from the side of DRX getting disconnected from the site. Dimensional drift coming through. Durka seeking target, but none spotted quite just yet. Flash at the ready to pull out. Foxy, wise to it, snaps over, finds a headshot. Defuse! It's coming in, but Buzz finds the headshot through the smoke to deny it away. Fnatic away.
Better. It's definitely going to be part of the plan. See if they can somehow, some way, take this map that I completely agree Fnatic is the best in the world at. And they are absolutely fearsome, and it looks like it's going to be quick control of Rubble for DRX. Foxy9 with that headhunter. Just scoping in to see if anybody's going to come through. Haunt is cleared. And Fnatic seemingly peeling off, giving a little bit of extra space. And looking to try to challenge a little bit further down the line.
Everybody from Fnatic right now, I mean, peeking out. You've got Durka watching over towards B main. You've got Alphayear just jiggling over, checking out over towards C Mount, and there's nothing spotted, so they should have a very good idea as the pings come down that everybody from DRX is corralled and ready to attack here onto this A site. Prowler goes forward, Chronicle able to clear that one out, tries to steady the game, but Buzz able to take him down, finds the first blood. Backpedals, does get tagged down to 40. This Boaster still holding close, just like the classic in hand. Catches a glimpse there on the flashback, but now is at risk and will be surrounded. Boombot dropping down, Buzz obliterated as Durka able to find the kill. Mako revealed, trying to hold close, swings out, gonna be good for one more as Durka will find a second, but now flashback caught off guard. Ends up getting eliminated. The swing out, the instant headshot from Foxy9. And now suddenly Alphayear all on his lonesome. 2 plays to deal with, and they are high-low setup. The Ghost finds the first one. He gets it done! Alpha gets the clutch, and Fnatic will win the pistol. What a monstrous shutdown.
He is unreal today.
11-11 remaining on the timer. Make a wish. What a clutch.
Absolutely disgusting from Alpha. So fast on this turn. Gets that kill on the Flashback. Flashback just not anticipating that there'd be one more player coming through. And you can't completely fault DRX for the way that they set that up, but
looking like busted.
nothing you can do against that. He's just better.
Alpha has the god hand here today.
No doubt about it.
Always praises rifling, but to start working on praising his pistoling as well. But Foxy with a force up here on the Outlaw. Brought to you by Mako. And does manage to find an opening kill, so Durka going to be taken down.
Well, you can already see some of the ideas for this DRX comp to allow Foxy 9 to thrive. Use that natural talent that he has. Did see that one snappy headhunter shot. Now a good outlaw shot as well. Knowing that it's going to be half armors in this anti-eco for the side of Fnatic. See if they can do any more damage.
That's 2 kills to really affect the economy here. Slow push up. Quick pull back there on the rendezvous. The inch forward so far, nothing being spotted. But they see that this connector door already broken down. Flashback just lobbing that poison orb over in towards stairs.
And you can see the ideas right now for DRX on this A site is to just be slow and methodical. Check every angle on the way in. But the retakes for Fnatic are something that time and time again, we saw it against Billy, saw it on that previous round, that they're just able to find ways to make it work. And they're going to be giving up a little bit of free space, and they're going to try to take advantage of it.
Yeah, a little bit of a potential fake there as Foxy going to be instantly rendezvousing out. Plant can come through, patiently played so far here from the side of DRX. His paranoia does get sent out, but no one in position to really try to flood in, take advantage of those potential blinds. But Boaster, the distraction for the Prowler is absolutely gorgeous. Mako, not going to be able to outdo Althea here in this position. Once again, finds his opening kill of a round over by that connector door, and now Buzz is going to be taken down. Just Flashback and Bane, the Outlaw trading hands here, getting passed around. But Flashback makes great use of both bullets, but Alpha again finds himself a 3K, ghost in hand. Last player's there in tree.
That is unreal stuff, but Alpha is just cracked out of his mind. You know what they said, he's good with the ghost, might as well just let him carry it over. And he gets 3 more. Yeah, 6-0. Pretty good start.
One away from a lockdown going into their bonus round.
Unbelievable.
Even with losing a weapon here in this, that is still fantastic overall for them moving forward into round 3.
I think a lot of people were reacting very similarly after that one.
Sure.
All happened in the blink of an eye.
See though, change ups here. As Mako after the force, the economy is kind of feeling the after effects of that Outlaw purchase. It's going to be down to a Marshall here. There's Nate up over the top. Foxy, see if he gets anything to peek out. Oh my God, man, he is on one today. And Durka the first to fall once more.
Well, let's see if they can convert these opening kills into a round win. Use that blast pack. Oh, got shot out.
Yeah, they clear it out, so not going to be able to get that clear, and it would have been a high value one as well. Nano and Alarm Bot both stacked in on top of each other.
Yeah, you would have loved to have had that. Make it a little harder for Fnatic to get a read. Poster, though, pushed pretty far forward, trying to spam down to challenge this entry by DRX, but Toxic Screen goes up, and the rest of DRX beginning to flood through, except for Mako, on a bit of a lurk with that ghost. But this is taking so long.
Shoulder going to be spotted, but Boaster down to 10 HP. Decent return fire there from the side of Bane. And the pivot to B might end up getting called here.
Yep.
Althea, though, on a deep line, gets the headshot, but Mako gets a double tap. Althea on the floor. Mako potentially could go recover that weapon, but looks like he doesn't want to be disconnected from the rest of the team for too long, so we'll just go ahead and watch from Main here at B site.
A nasty crossfire set up between Flashback and Foxy 9 to try to account for these A lurkers. I mean, this round should be done and dusted.
Yeah, I mean, the save call has already been made.
Yeah.
If you didn't have Boaster at 10 HP, maybe you try to go for a play here.
Sure.
Or at least poke and prod around the outskirts of the site, but ultimately Fnatic just have to allow for this Anti-bonus to come through here for DRX, and they're going to be able to get it done in flawless fashion. Mako, he can sprint over, and he can pick up that weapon, whatever weapon Alfier had.
Absolutely. Get a Bulldog.
We'll find out here in a moment. But for now, Spike will go away, and there you go. Bulldog in hand, as you said. A nice upgrade and a very nice round here on the attack for DRX to get themselves that first win on Lotus.
Yeah, this is so interesting so far from DRX because it's very slow. And it's very just, okay, check every angle, go for those initial trades, try to just win gun battles off the back of Foxy9's chamber, and is going relatively well in those situations. It's just the post plants that are going to be a little bit tricky. You have some util to work with, but there's a lot to clear. You can see in some of the previous rounds, we used the Prowler to clear out that Outlaw initially to set Boaster up for that kill in the anti-eco that allowed Alfier to kind of get in and do his thing. Have that lockdown available. Foxy9, same angle, getting spammed down, getting prowlered, but nobody on Fnatic gonna show their head this time around. Giving that chamber a little bit more room to work with. DRX just ultra patient right now. Trying to create a lot of noise. Different parts of the map. Even though Spike very much still in spawn, so this is all just a diversion, but man, you've got so much space here as DRX. You've got mountain control, you've got rubble control. You can really do a lot.
Blast back this time. It goes off, but it's not going to find anything. Reposition from the side of Alfier, denying away that potential pick. Alarm bot even shifted very deep into the seaside.
Well, now the danger pings are coming down from Fnatic towards mountain. I think they've got a potential decent read that this might happen, but
Out of charges.
Smoke on a waterfall.
smokes are coming through. Paranoia's not going to hit anything.
They're going to start rotating back, but there's a timing lockdown. Sent in pretty deep, though. Plant can come through, but that's likely going to still lead to somebody being detained as they try to clear it out. Pain Shell going to be lobbed in, and the lockdown gets destroyed. Foxy on the linger, finding Chronicle. Hero dead, and suddenly DRX in full control of this round. I think that once again, this is going to have to be a save call from the side of Fnatic, and another flawless from DRX.
Well, now you've got Foxy9, who's already taking a bit of space. See if he's going to want to try to push any further to try to challenge some of these players. Got the cash to do so now.
Close-up's being made, but it's out of range here, so Foxy not going to be able to hear those. This peeks in around the back, and looks like widely these two players from Fnatic will be able to hold on to their weapons, but DRX are going to be tying things up and maintaining just everything. Their economy starting to get built up.
They were given just enough space that you could get those paint shells deep enough to clear that lockdown. That caught Fnatic off guard. And instantly, two players got taken down.
Foxy pushing on the swing, and okay. Flawless not going to be found. Durka does manage to find that kill. And punishing the lurk, but otherwise not much going to be given over. Durka still a couple charges away from having that showstopper online as we take a look back at this. Clean take from Buzz, just pushing forward, finding the kill. The paint shell lob perfectly in to go ahead and find the destruction.
Unbelievable play from Buzz. And Foxy there on the other side, still doing the KO maneuver. No KO in play this time, but
I think they might just be flexing.
they could be. You might be right. But it looks like when KO pops his no command.
It does.
Me. Yeah. Maybe he's also flexing.
Foxy again, quick little peek. I know that the op is in play as he sends out a shot, just looking for a timing hit. Once again, DRX working their way over towards C.
This time really quiet, trying to see if they can.
Blast pack should be deep enough to find one. The alarm bot and that second nano right at Bend is still going to be available.
Bring them down.
Oh, they could.
Prowler on the hunt. Chronicle desperately trying to dump out his util. Buzz able to find Hero, and Chronicle does manage to stand his ground, and now Alpha strikes. Swinging in when they least expect. Flashback gets taken down. It's a man advantage here for the side of Fnatic.
To worry about that op from Foxy9. He's getting deep with it.
Oh
my.
Almost finds the hit there as well. A little bit of spray onto Chronicle as blast pack from Durka interrupts the plant. Some time going to be bought, allows for Boaster now to get into position to try to go for this retake. Mako, fake TP, sliding back, swaps over for the smoke, and Foxy hits the headshot. Paranoia dissipates, Mako able to find one, but wallbang shot comes in. Mako dead, Foxy gone, Bane all alone. No health remaining on Chronicle, but has to get through Alfia, potentially first here. As they look to play together, the smoke gone away, the util drained, the head spotted, snappy with it is Bane. Here's the footsteps and know that he's here on this spike, swings out, and Alpha just trying desperately to stick it up the half. It's gonna be a Red Bull clutch as Bane gets DRX a lead 3-2.
Wow, these entries for DRX are really well thought out. Yeah, they used the blast pack to clear a little bit of utility, and then they used the Prowler into the Paranoia to set Buzz up around the corner. Even though Chronicle holds this down really efficiently with Alpha. Alpha steps up and starts doing damage, but they're able to finally get that plant through. Foxy Knight hits another crazy good shot. He is clearly fired up to be playing that chamber. And DRX fired up, find another round win. 3 in a row for them.
And ults abound, Showstopper online for the side of Fnatic, but that's all they have. There's not much on the horizon either. Still a world away, but Nightfall tour de force in case Foxy should lose this operator, should lose his money.
This could be the start of another cycle for DRX. They can maybe use the Showstopper or the Nightfall in this round and still get the win. Only use one of them. Save the next one for the next round. You know, Foxy gonna hang on to that op as long as he can, but tour de force always in the back pocket. Save a little bit of extra cash, but back over to this A clear. They just take their time watching. They know that Fnatic is generally playing kind of further back, so Nightfall, I think, might connect.
Nope, doesn't go deep enough to find that, but it's still the rocket connecting, and now the Haunt getting the reveal. Dirk gonna try to clear. Drop back here from Buzz, not wanting to have another boombot go off in his face. Backpedals and flashback. Joins in. Showstopper gonna be drawn out. Rocket sent in. Flashback destroyed, but a quick TP away, dodging that shot. Foxy keeps himself alive. And Shell sent. Boaster on the drop down into the smoke. Able to find Buzz. There's a couple Sheriff shots here. Gonna be going wide. Alpha with that rifle, able to find one. Boaster taps here onto the spike, but the players are just so very low. Boaster trying to fight back, finds Foxy 9. The hold to half coming through. Bane waiting this one out. The Haunt gonna be cleared.
What's another death?
Boaster knowing that he needs to get this kill. Just trying to bait him in, but Bane just playing around here as the Prowler goes on the hunt. Boaster having to backpedal. He will make it out alive, but cannot find the clutch. DRX now up 4-2.
And back-to-back phenomenal clutches for Bane. He has done a great job of playing for time, not giving anything up, going for those jiggle peaks when he needs to. And in those scenarios, he has been brilliant. Buzz off the back of the Nightfall. Has the extra space that he needs. Durka counters with one of his own. And Fnatic, you know, investing that ult in a crucial moment. Like you said, they're decently far away from a couple more.
We might be looking at it. Fnatic cannot really put their foot down here in this round. Big investments, the Operator, the Odin here in play. Durka going to be scooping this one up yet again. Foxy, tour de force going to be popped, but that's over towards the A side of the map.
Nice one-way already to clear that angle. Foxy there, dealing with some of the util coming his way. Continues to just fan out, taking his door. I kind of wonder if at some point there might be a bit of a paranoia and a push through that door with the Odin or something like that, or just spam it down because DRX has love.
Oh, they're right on the edge here.
God.
Quite a bit of damage. Mako going to be wheeled away at down to 30. Very rough way to start things off here on the push. Chronicle setting up the pipe, but as he does, Buzz strikes. Now they know that Boaster's in this position. He's been revealed and he's been flushed out. They say, paranoia be damned. We're not letting you get away. Buzz down to 8. Paint Shell's just over towards drop. Haunt gets the reveal. They know that he's still playing up top, but that's 3 players on the side of the DRX whose HP bars are completely and utterly shattered. Not even a full HP bar between the 3 of them. A lot more pressure here on Foxy and Flashback, but Fnatic, they're not even going to try for it.
And giving up this A rubble space is working so well for DRX because they're just creeping their way forward. They're just tiptoeing ahead, step for step. They're checking every angle. They're being so diligent. And a lot of times it's Foxy 9 leading the way. Yeah, sure, Buzz might, you know, leap ahead, but Foxy 9's been so clean, Durka's going to take him down, but he had the tour de force, so meh.
Yeah, I mean, he did pick up the Odin, so they're not going to be carrying that one forward into the next round, but they still have a ton of money.
Yeah.
These two players, however, very much at risk, because Alpha will be able to clean things up.
That's less.
It's going to help him cycle. Yeah, he's one away from that next lockdown. So that's certainly not who they would have liked to have given those kills over to.
Yeah.
DRX still up by 3.
That puts Alpha up to 11-4. He's got the op now. See if they keep it in his hands. Looks like they will. So now I expect, based on what I'm seeing on the minimap, I think Fnatic's going to try to contest. I think they're going to use the kit and caboodle here. Try to take a little bit more control towards the front of A. Here it goes.
Nade out. Minor damage eaten there by Foxy9. Quick TP's away. All right, as Boaster arrives at top rubble and would have gotten line of sight. Smoke coming through, but quick to pivot here are Fnatic, just making sure they get fanned out across the opposite sides here.
This is already a great adjustment, though. This gives them a lot more map control. And Boaster going to jump up on top of the rocks. Try to keep a good angle through. Foxy9 leading the way. Him and Bane going to try to use some of this util to clear out some of these angles towards B potentially. Rest of DRX now joining. Still have that trademark at the back to watch for the flank. So DRX going to have to come up with another explosive execute. Something this team has been so well known for throughout the years. Look at that.
Entry coming in. Hero, blind spray, able to find one. Foxy9 going to be taken down. Paint shells to try to hold them back here for now, but the spike still needs to be brought forward. Turka sends out the boom bot. Reveal onto one, but ultimately get cleared. This plant is in. 4v5 for the defense here for DRX to try to hold this site.
Still have the haunt in the seas for Hero. Try to clear some space.
This makes Flashback's life a little bit more difficult because he doesn't have that trademark to try to play off of. But Chronicle, I think, just going to be taken down blind. Mako to find a shot. Maybe he had line of sight either way. The push forward instantly dealt with Durka. Not even getting an opportunity as a drag across. Flashback has the steady. Finds the kill. But Boaster now, again, the last one alive. Just has to evacuate, has to save. They keep getting decently close. They keep putting members low, finding kills, but it's just not fast enough. DRX's time buying has been too strong, and now they find themselves with 6-round wins here on the attack.
I mean, it's just phenomenal preparation for DRX in so many different ways. Like, the game plan itself is really good in terms of the big picture strategy, the way they're working the map, the way they're kind of doing these slow pushes all over the place, letting Foxy9 kind of lead the way on contact sometimes. And then if they can get to the plants, like in situations like this, Crossfire is so well set up, so well thought out, and everybody holds their line brilliantly. And all it takes is a Prowler and a Paranoia to clear Dirk off the site. Once again, space going to be contested. Foxy's going to eat a little bit of damage. Did he catch that glimpse of Boaster?
Very suspicious of it. Boaster going to be dropping down. The Prowler coming through, and Foxy not sure which way to look. Didn't know where the shot was coming through, well scoped in. Frankly, he's very lucky to get away with his life. And down to 51 HP, but Boaster very much wishing that he had gotten that kill.
Nano up front again, one towards the back for the delay for Fnatic. But I think they're pretty well suited for this. Not as good as it gets. Let's see if Boaster can hang on against that op.
Spraying across, util going to be cleared out. Haunt getting a reveal though. Decent glimpse of the setup here from DRX. For now, we're going to be slowed up. 48 seconds remaining. 3 players at Waterfall. Tap the door again. Spike being brought over towards B. Turka set up. ADS in on a line. It's Mako trying to just keep them interested here at the C site.
30 seconds left.
The back away, lockdown going to be coming through. Yeah, he sends it. And Turka comes away with 2! My God, looks for the third, and he's got it. Goes for the reload. Alfia that is there to back him up. And Fnatic this time are not letting the round get away from them. Chronicle dinked here, but Mako not looking to over-pursue. Knows that they're going to be encroaching. Boaster about to push out here, potentially into that A-lob. It looks like the answer is going to be no. They will back away.
They can get that extra little upgrade. Mako spam through the box. He swings out, no more bullets. Got to back out.
He does back away. And that's going to be Fnatic breaking the win streak here. It was all consecutive from DRX up until this point. solid rifling from Durka.
Just insane.
Maybe a touch of luck with that second shot, but either way, it is disgusting. As that B site held down by him.
But you love the idea there. Durka's just so ready off that lockdown for them to come B. After that door had been open, he is prepared the whole time and converts off the back of it. There's that nade. Has to be TP'd away from again, but both are taken down. Mako caught him going up on top of the rubble again.
He's rushing forward, taking him out.
DRX
okay,
remembered that.
Yeah, he's saying, okay, I'm understanding your tendencies. And flashback now, watching for this lurk forward. Not sure if he's going to be ready for it. No.
Oh, no.
Peeks in, but Alfier wins the fight. No damage taken. Solid counter opening on the opposite side of the map there for Alfier, continuing to deliver. Already 2 charges, closer to that next lockdown here. 3.5, he's able to find it. Boombot leading the way, the push coming through here once again over towards B, but Alfier going to be the first one that they have to try to get through, but is it just going to be a pump fake? Spike still set back. Foxy pushing forward, trying to take some space, and the op shot going to be going wide, whizzing past Durka's hip. Swing around the back, Buzz out into the open, able to dodge that showstopper. The Chronicle now finding the punish on the Bane. Durka getting Buzz, finds his mark all the same. Spike now completely stranded. Mako has the opening, but, or the ultimate I should say, but there's just no way for him to really pull the trigger on this one. Maybe smoke and see if he can try to TP across the map, but teleports over to the side, and Hero is right there behind him, puts him down. And Fnatic start clawing things back.
It's just great reactions. A great kill again for Durka, who's really starting to heat up. Double digits in the kill column for him now as well. And then a quick blast pack to swing around to completely surround and crunch DRX. And Fnatic ain't missing those. Great ideas there. Great follow-up off the back of Durka's nice play. Really well thought out there, even though you do lose Boaster early. But it's a quick counterpunch from Alpha, who had tucked himself into an unexpected spot. They've been giving up mound control the entire time until then. And it worked a treat.
And because of those rounds, Fnatic have now forced DRX into their own eco position. 3 stingers, headhunter there for Foxy9. And 1 rifle in the hands of Flashback. They do have the showstopper, and it looks like Buzz maybe going to be bringing that out, and he does. Nightfall to try to counter. Showstopper into the smoke, but Bane taken down by the snake bite. The nano onto Mako, and Buzz is only able to find 1. Last man standing, the hero rifle taken out, and Foxy9 taken down. Fnatic within touching distance of giving us a 6-6 half. This has been a fantastic run back from them.
No doubt about it. They're starting to really shore up their defenses, especially at the point of attack. And if they give up that space on A, now they've got a lot better answers. It's to shut down DRX right around that orb or just past it. And they made their lives a lot more difficult. And all this util, and they just try to go for it behind Buzz and just walk into the meat grinder. And it's easy pickings off the back of that fade util for Durka. Once again, look at this mound control. This has been a big difference as well. Them using this util and another missed shot.
Foxy nearly taken down as the Odin spray crashes across. He's down to 6 HP. Came into this one with glass cannon, and he's very lucky to be alive. The DRX though, sights set on B for now. As the smoke comes through, the Prowler to check. Pit gonna be dropped over on C, basically saying like, yeah, you have to go into this site. You have to go and push in towards Hero, towards Alfier. We've already reinforced these positions. And now DRX realize it's fairly unassailable.
Yeah. This is a good read from Mako and company. Understanding that they don't have good opportunities. Man, Foxy has to be so careful here.
Yeah, close at all to that corner. He is a dead man.
If he took a shot from a KJ turret, he'd be dead.
Paranoia from Boaster. Paranoia matching, but the catch is not there. Buzz landing and Alfier playing it quietly, but Buzz turns back around! Susses it out, finds the kill. Hero able to answer one back as Mako gets eliminated, but now the man advantage going to be there for the side of the DRX. Foxy still somehow alive, finally dealt with his Chronicle, arrives. Door is open, and he slams it shut in front of the faces of 2 players.
Oh, he knew he had to grab the spike. Spammed flashback down to 23 health.
Slow creep into the sprint. They have to make noise, they have to run. The time is just not here on their side. And Chronicle is in position. Buzz scoping through, finds the shot, swaps back over to the Vandal. a 2v2, but HP very much in the favor here of Fnatic.
They're going to spread out, come from a couple different angles.
DRX have to play this to absolute perfection. They have one snake bite remaining. All util from Buzz sent. Speaking around the sides, Haunt to check. Nothing going to be noted quite just yet. Turns his sights now over towards the defending side. Boaster creeping forward, taking space. Buzz, however, finds the kill. Paint Shell going to be lobbed out. He's on for an ace, but Flashback has the timing! And somehow, someway, DRX are up 7-5 at the half once more.
Unbelievable stuff. Just what a back and forth series. I mean, these two teams playing out of their minds today.
Well, we're going to take a quick little break, take a breath, and then get geared up for the second half of this map.
Able to convert when they're given the opportunity, just like we saw previously.
It's so puzzling as we take a look here at the scoreboard. Right now, Fnatic, 42 kills across the board between all of the players. 35 on the side of DRX. They're below. They're down by 7 eliminations, but up by 2 rounds.
Good math.
And a lot of that has to do with, a lot of that has to do with just those saves having to come through, because DRX, when they were having those clean rounds, they were forcing Fnatic out in such decisive fashion. But now DRX are here on the defense. Boombot instantly going to be cleared out of some shots exchanged, and Bane's going to be tagged up. Big push forward, but ultimately nothing else going to be spotted out here.
That's so much control.
But also very good early damage from Fnatic. Bane going to be knocked down to 63.
Look how fast they're going to try to rotate. Trademark right around that corner.
Foxy on the peak. TP's out, but Alpha going to be tagged up. Now down to 45. Fnatic with the poking and prodding. Looks like they're ultimately going to start pivoting back over here towards A.
It's a great decision.
Just Mako with a classic. Has to clear out the Haunt. Spots Boaster. Oh no, this is an awkward situation, but Buzz comes to the rescue. Is able to find one. Alfier taking him down with that Sheriff in hand, and Mako able to rotate out.
Push and pull, something Fnatic is so good at. Boaster, so good at on this map. Trying to sell a fake towards the other side, but DRX has held firm on this A site.
Haunt basically tells him that because there's only 23 seconds remaining. Swap of the gun, Alpha still low on HP. Quick check behind the box, and Hero on the swing. Instantly dealing with Bane, finishing him off at Flashback here from Connector. The spike is now dropped. 12 seconds remaining as they have to just steamroll their way forward, but Mako once again puts the spike on the floor. And Durga cannot break things open. DRX will take the opening pistol here in the second half and move up now by 3.
As tricky as Fnatic is trying to be, DRX able to outguess them in the end. Also a nice play here by Foxy9 at the very end of that round to swoop in towards Waterfall, come through, and watch the back angle of Flashback. You can see Alpha on the map hovering, trying to find that little bit of an angle or see if Flashback was going to try to rotate back before he'd get to the angle that the trademark would clip into him. But Foxy9 was just a step ahead and got the kill, and a huge hold on site. Really nice stuff here. Oh, what is that?
But Alfie just swings out and takes Foxy's head off.
Oh my.
And that's now the site open for business as Durka scooping up that Outlaw. Is on the hunt, the push out, catching him here with util in hand. Flashback able to hound him down, nearly loses his life, and as the smoke dissipates, he will. Boaster cleans up that kill, but Buzz, Bane getting one apiece as they arrive and reinforce. Boaster knocked down to 60, the tap of the door. Looks like the final call is going to have to be just maybe remain quiet, hover in these positions, try to catch somebody off guard.
That was insane.
Just trying to keep it on the swivel, but Bane scooping up his fallen comrade's gun. We'll go ahead and put them down.
Can you believe it? I mean, the start to this round again. Fast and furious from Fnatic, trying to just bulldoze their way through, and they get that opening kill. But then Flashback goes unaccounted for. Able to find a kill, able to buy a little bit of extra time for the reinforcements of DRX to arrive to bail them out. Goodness me. This has been quite a series.
And it has been. 3 Bulldogs, an Outlaw, and a Sheriff here for DRX. As they go into the bonus. Full Vandals for the side of Fnatic. Durka quick on the entry, jumping forward, does get slowed up. Paint Shell sent in towards Connector, goes in on the swing, and Buzz completely blind. Durga, however, cannot re-steady. Pushing forward, and Mako able to collect, and now gets the upgrade on the weapon. Flashback out in the open. Ends up getting taken down. An easy kill set up there from Chronicle. As Boaster just goes for the wide swing. Does get punished for it, but Hero is there to clean up the pieces.
Everybody's one tap for this Outlaw. Foxy9 sticks with it. However, likely could just walk through the site and grab another rifle. This is going to be tricky indeed for Foxy9. You have to rely solely on those mechanics to get this done. Also, you have that Nano in the post plant to worry about. Haunt is up for Hero.
I don't know which way he's going to be approaching from. But ultimately, as long as the door doesn't get tapped behind them, they just can keep their sights focused forward here.
An alarm bot and turret too now.
I mean, Alfier, just everything in the kitchen sink. As time starting to dwindle, Foxy having to check every single angle. Drops down, first bullet going to be sent. There's the Nano pop. The creep forward, the top of the spike. They're trying to shoot through the side, gets a quick scope in, and he cannot get the job done. Bonus conversion cannot come through. Fnatic will be able to win this one out, will be able to fight back, will be able to close that gap, but they are unable to carry over any weapons into the next round.
Yeah, that is extremely costly for Fnatic. A great entry here for Durka. Chronicle, clean as always. And then the Hero swinging in off the back of that wide swing. Foxy9 does what he can, wanted to do as much damage as possible. Tries to see if he can sneak out a defuse, but does that extra piece of damage. Now has an operator, glass cannon for him. Lost this battle previously. Now he's a little bit of backup, flashback in the vicinity at least. Now rotating away from this. No early contact from the side of Fnatic to challenge that mound angle. Just an alarm bot put outside. So for Fnatic, seemingly now want to work other parts of the map. Maybe have C as a fallback. Things go really poorly. Actually, they're trying to set up for this crunch through the door. Foxy9 hits a good one.
Finds it, catches a glimpse there as well on the poster, but has that rendezvous out to safety. Re-hit at the door, 3 players out by mound. Smoke's dissipated. Foxy scoped in, trained and waiting. Waterfall smoke set up. Foxy gonna be spotted. Enough seen there by Alfier, who's able to collect the kill, and Poster has to drop down. It's quite a bit of damage there on top of the box, but is able to keep his life intact. But Bane finds Alpha Snappy with a headshot to put him down. Man advantage maintained here for the side of DRX as Boaster tries to find some kind of opening, but the Prowler continues to alert. Spike in the meantime being shipped over, and Boaster going to fall. Door now hit. Mako can relay this, but if he intercepts the spike, that could be everything. He will be allowed to pass.
Heard the footsteps. Can wait for the reinforcements. Still has the paranoia, and he gets an opener on the Hero. Unbelievable.
Spike carrier killed. Mako just trying to dance away, trying to get out. He cannot, but Buzz is there to capitalize. And the bank is broken open, robbed blind as DRX move up to 10.
Don't any of you forget that.
Every time these two teams have played, it has gone the distance to the third map. But DRX seemingly on the precipice of shutting down Fnatic's Lotus. Still a few more rounds to go. A little bit of frustration for Boaster. No timeouts just yet. It's going to be an eco for the side of Fnatic and a couple big ults as well, but going to be tough to find the opportunity to invest those so you can find some of those opening kills.
Prowler to Hunt. Does identify Boaster there at back rubble. Decent amount of damage onto him as there's the paint shell, and he's absolutely boned. Buzz able to find the kill. This paranoia will send them all packing.
Crazy good combos. Great work.
The ping's still coming down. DRX still wise that they're not necessarily rotating.
Yeah, and then they got the confirmation off the back of the utility to clear with the classics.
Creep up. And Buzz instantly finding 4 on for an ace, and he's got it! Granted, it's against classics, but Buzz accurate as ever. He showed up to play today, and DRX are now 2 steps away from taking down Fnatic and sending them to the lower bracket.
And in the all-time series between these two, it's Fnatic with the edge, 2-1. Go back to 2021 Vision Strikers, right? They beat them in the group stage in the winners. 2022, DRX takes them down in the lower bracket to move on to that third place finals finish. And then last year, it was actually...
It's available.
Well, they've been really willing to play contact off the rip with Foxy9. And I'd say mixed results with that, but they've been making really good decisions off the back of that contact. Knowing when to rotate, knowing when to contest, and of course, hitting some great shots along the way.
Foxy having heard the TP, wise to it, but the swing out from Durka is absolutely gorgeous. Takes his head clean off. Now the pickup there on the orb gives him a showstopper. And this potential entry onto the C site is about to hit a hell of a lot more heavily than it would have previously. He does have his own. Slow creep up Boaster here below.
Pops this.
For now, hasn't popped it. He's just gonna go ahead and peek out. But finding two, Rocket goes in, he gets the third from beyond the grave. And it's just the kills. They're from Boaster. And suddenly Alfie is the last man standing in desperation. He's gonna be sending out that lockdown, but noted as Alpha continues to deliver for this team. 20, 10, and 2. He has been frying here on Lotus despite the scoreline. He knows that he's cleared the space. Turret set up to watch over towards Waterfall. Double nanos available. Mako contemplating what he wants to do. The tap, the bait. Alpha desperately trying to draw him out into the open, but Mako will go ahead and reveal his position as he clears out the turret. A couple pot shots through the wall to try to get the wall bang hit. Nano's now set up, but Alpha has to survive, and he's still playing a very aggressive angle.
Expecting him to have already pushed forward. Maybe anticipating the smoke TP.
Sends Juan. Trying to deny a potential right side flank, but now that that expires, he's going to have to be a little bit more concerned about it. The second Nano going to be coming through. Smoke used here by Mako. Sets it right in on top of Alpha. And this could end up biting Mako here in the rear. The jump down into the smoke! And somehow he nails it! Alpha doing his damnedest to turn this around, to keep them in this game, but Mako says absolutely not.
The veteran IGL for DRX steps up when it matters most. What an idea. The absolute insanity to go for the jump into the smoke. And I mean, also this insanity to go for the spray first into the showstopper from Buzz. Unbelievable, Mako. And Alpha can't believe it. And I can't either.
Yeah, no, I know. It felt like he had it all ready to go. In the meantime, we'll go into what could very well be the last round of this map. Showstopper in play for Durka, jumping forward, able to find Buzz, taking him down immediately as he desperately was just clawing at the door saying, please, let me out.
Good start. Fnatic now. I need to see if they can find ways to snowball off that success. Mako just trying to spam down through the smoke. Seeing if he can find any damage. He has Bane right around the corner. Crossfire set up with flashback through Baby Door. Once again, on his own is Foxy9 with that operator over on the other side. Prowler to check. Gonna force him back.
Backs away, but it still does get the reveal. Sends out the classic. Which may as well tell him, yeah, I've got an operator.
Yeah.
They know who's been playing on this side of the map. And they know how much money DRX has. So ultimately they will back away. Alarm bot gonna be set up, but now I mean, just a timing. Nightfall here from Bane. Gets a couple tags. The trails tell all.
That's wild. The info Nightfall from DRX. They just want to make sure that they have that extra layer. Mako.
Oh, catching a timing there on a one, nearly. Mo's down two. Durka eating so much damage, the Nightfall goes out, and Mako once again steps to the both. The shutdown comes in. Mako trades his life, but he trades up. Foxy, the time is just gone. Fnatic, they cannot make it happen. He draws down with the headhunter. Takes out Chronicle, the reveal is in, and Boaster is eliminated. It's always been 2-1s every time.